Milkshake. My milkshake. My milkshake. I don't know why I got that head. I get that song stuck in my head every now and then. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. How's everyone doing? Tom, aka Nostradamus. I am the bombus, aka Diamond Nuts, aka what is up? How's everyone doing today? Bitcoin making a little bounce. A little more bounce to the ounce. We need to get past that 50K level. We'll take a look at that. We're going to take a look at all the cryptos as we always do, see how things are doing. Maybe give you all a little rally cry, get those rally hats out, give you a little bit of motivational speech because big things are coming. I believe big things are coming. You know what I'm going to have to do after this stream? I haven't watched Crypto Savvy in a while. I'm going to have to search him up, see how he's doing, see if he's getting close to that ledge. Don't push me over that ledge. Is he still bearish? He's got to be still bearish. Actually, I did catch bits and pieces of one of his videos a couple days ago, and he was talking about how he was going to ladder in some shorts. All kidding aside, I mean, putting in shorts at these levels is probably not a bad play. You can catch, I mean, you're kind of catching falling knives, and you can, these are levels if you're a shorter. These are definitely levels to short at. Let's hop on over to the desktop and see what old Bitcoin's doing. The last time I checked, it was right at 50K. Oh yeah, Moody Crows. We're going to talk about some Moody Crows. I was pressed to make a decision last night. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to blast this out to the Twitterverse. People are probably getting tired of me calling Cardano a scam. Cardano is broke, but you all know that I love, well, Cardano's not really broke, but definitely not as mature as it needs to be right now. What was I going to do? We're going to talk about some Moody Crows. We're going to talk about the drama in the Stone Age Hooligans. I'm going to give you a little tip on Cardano and a little bit of advice in NFTs in general. All right, yeah, that's what I was going to do. I was going to check out the price of Bitcoin. So what is, Bitcoin hit that 50K level. Congrats, Crypto Savvy. If you put a short in, I mean, you're up. I don't know what you do, like 3-5x. You might be up a few $100, but you were probably laddering in at this point. So again, it's not a terrible play to short at like 50 all the way up to 51, the Fibonacci. Let's see what kind of resistance that 50 has shown in the past. Quite a bit back here in the very beginning. This is after the Tesla pump. We should put in a line right there and see what is up. See if that 50 really, how much resistance there really is there. Quite a bit. You can see quite a bit. Recently, since this most recent pump, we pushed up against it for about 3 days. We wicked above it. We couldn't hold it. Tried again about 5, 6, 7 days later. Dropped back down. Finally broke up. Fake out. We hit the 50 on the logarithmic growth curve. We did get above the Fibonacci. So we did break above it. We did hold the fib. We did back test the fib, which is all generally very positive and a good sign. And then Bob's your uncle. What the hell happened on this day? I don't even remember. September 7th. Is that when China banned Bitcoin? Is that when yep, I think that's when China banned Bitcoin for the 787th time. No, actually, it came a bit later. What happened on September 7th? China banning Bitcoin was right around here. Well, no. I think the news eventually came out. I don't know the exact dates, but there was definitely some China banning Bitcoin. I think that's mostly right here. I'm not sure what caused this drop on September 7th. I don't remember. All a bunch of ridiculous FUD. We know that. It's messing with my my Elliott wave analysis though. Yeah, we could still. So this is the first Elliott wave I did. I did adjust it. I moved it. I widened it out because I've said numerous times since jump that this is going to be a much longer. I mean, these cycles, the cycle's broke. IMO, the cycle's already broke. I think this is going to be extended. NFTs is paving the wave, paving that change. NFTs there's just too much utility there. The gotcha, the catcha, the caveat to that is NFTs in general are a bubble waiting to happen. I do think NFTs will long term be what really propels adoption, really propels, you know, utility on these smart chains. I know, especially if you're new to crypto, there's a lot to take in. I'm just helping a new friend right now with this. And she's like, I don't know anything about crypto. I'm like, well, welcome to most of the planet. Most of you don't understand crypto, and there's a lot to it. It's a lot more than these just magical coins that live on the internet that can make you a lot of money. They actually have utility. Most people don't understand concepts like Web3, digital identity, smart contracts, liquidity pools, DeFi, and even something as NFT. I remember it was not that long ago. I've been learning myself. It was not that long ago. I would consider myself very knowledgeable on smart chains in general. And then, I'd hear about liquidity pools and I'm like, ooh, what's that? And I'd watch a video on it. I'd kind of get it. And then I did liquidity pools and DeFi, and then it really starts clicking. And then people start throwing this NFT, non-fungible token. I'm like, what the F is that, right? Like another totally foreign concept. It's a lot. It takes time. You know how they say, how you eat an elephant, right? One bite at a time. So start learning it. The earlier you start learning it, the lot better off you're going to be. There is no doubt. There was no doubt in my mind when I first started learning about Bitcoin and Ethereum and just smart contracts. I was like, okay, yeah, this is it, right? This is it. Being an engineer, being a business major, all this stuff. I was able to piece all that together and just be like, my mind has never been so blown on anything in my life. This is one of the greatest. I mean, it's hard to say it's the greatest invention of mankind. I mean, it's the greatest invention of mankind when it comes to finance and a few other things. And it's obviously not the greatest invention of mankind when you can, like medical and things like that, obviously. But to date, what I'm saying, it's one of the greatest inventions of mankind. It is going to change the landscape in the future of how we do our everyday lives, just similar to how like even the smartphone did. I mean, the smartphone greatly anyway, I'm not going to go on that tangent. So Bitcoin's doing pretty good. It's holding at 50,000. My apologies for going on that little side trail. Yeah, it's what I do over here. I just like to get on the mic, like to hang out with you all, talk about crypto, talk about DeFi. We're going to talk about DeFi kingdoms a little bit today. Where I think it's headed, we all know my philosophy on here is I'm accumulating. I'm not worried. I'm worried, but I'm not worried. I know eventually it's going up. Plan A, we go parabolic. I don't think we're going to see Plan A. We might see a small Plan A. I do think if the ETF, oh my God, don't. I'm getting ready to go on another tangent. There is no guarantees that ETF is going to get approved this month or next month. Someone said 75% chance. Maybe there's people that know. There's definitely people that know. Very rich people that know. Maybe even Gensler knows. And he's got a little side change over on Bitcoin. Maybe Gensler is trying to stack Bitcoin himself secretly. I would imagine there's laws against that, but Arab in the house, how you doing? Good to see 50K Bitcoin. It sure as F is. We need to see. I got my little trend. I don't even know what to do. I don't even know what to talk about. I was kind of going on a rant, talking about how Gensler is corrupt. I don't think he's corrupt, but he definitely has a problem. He definitely has a problem. He definitely gets triggered by crypto, DeFi. I don't know what it is, man. Like, I don't know what it is. So, actually, what do we got here? So I drew this trend line yesterday. Excuse me, I had to clear my throat. I drew this trend line yesterday, and it's kind of showing the resistance. and it's kind of lining up right with 50K. So this is a somewhat, you know, somewhat important, I guess, trend line, because lower high, lower high, lower highs, and then now we got a low. The low, we got back down to close to, we hit a low here. We almost, technically I would say this is a double bottom right here. Depending on the chart, it might even line up exactly. Then we started getting higher, local higher highs, but we still got this big bad boy, right? We got this big bad boy at about 65K, 64K we need to break. Let's be, so right at like 64.7, 64.8. Anyway, so we're moving back up to the sky. A deluxe apartment. No, moving back up. How does that go? All right, we're moving back up. All right, so this one was a big one right here. We did break a downtrend of, right, like right here would have been a downtrend break, right about here. And now this is like the new one to break. So we do need to get past this. I do think this is all very critical right here at the 51, 51, 50, this one right here is the biggest one, right? We need to get past this at 53K. Get back up above this 50 logarithmic growth curve. I think we saw something similar to this in 2013. I'm kind of inclined to go back and look. Where it was a double top. Came back down below the 50, came back up above the 50, came back down briefly, and then it was just off to the races. A lot of things are lining up for Bitcoin to do really well. That being said, the big money knows everything's lining up to do things very well, and I'm gonna urge extreme caution here. I do think we're going to moon, but I do think it's going to be extremely rocky. People are going to lever, like once this kicks in, and you're already starting to see a little bit of it. I think Crypto Face is even like, he was bearish as F like a few weeks ago. Oh, Bitcoin's going to like 20,000 or whatever. Retro in the house, how you doing, brother? What do you think about Crypto Savvy's analysis? Enderings? Yeah. So I enjoy, well, I won't say that I enjoy. I don't. Crypto, I mean, I'm not immune to the fact that I can be negative at times, and I kind of joke around like another NFT scam, broke ass Cardano. That can obviously be seen as toxic, and I'm joking for the most part. I'm just trying to get people to click, and then once they get here, I want them to enjoy the channel and hang out with me and hang out with us. Anyway, Crypto Savvy, I like his analysis. He has really good analysis, really good. I think his analysis is wrong, but he could be right. I mean, he's definitely better at tech. He knows a lot more about technical analysis than I do. For the most part, trying to do technical analysis on cryptocurrency is, for the most part, a lot of this heavy duty stuff that people doing is a waste of time. The on-chain metrics, IMO, are the things that matter the most, and being able to withstand manipulation waves. Being able, and this is what I was kind of alluding to, the big money knows, like, there's a very good chance that a Bitcoin retail FOMO wave is coming. There's a lot of things, all the on-chain metrics say we're going to the moon. And to me, that's what matters most. Another metric we talk about frequently, and that I say is a very important metric to watch, and I haven't brought this up in a while, is skyrocketed. Let me pull that up right now. What the hell? All right, Bitcoin. How do you spell Bitcoin? Hash rate. Bitcoin hash rate. The total hash rate. This. I'm pretty sure this is exploding. And yeah, look at this. Like I thought there was a bigger explosion, but there was still a pretty big move recently, and this is moving up. Like, we're getting back close to where we were at all-time highs. This continues to rise. This is where, like, the China FUD really started. The recent China FUD really didn't stop the hash rate much, and why this is so important, is miners aren't going to mine if it's not profitable. So not only do I believe they see it as profitable, they believe too that, you know, Bitcoin's going to the moon. So people aren't going to spend a bunch of time and money mining if it's not going to be profitable. Sam in the house. Harmony looking like it's cooling down. Still, yeah. So we'll take a look at Harmony. We're almost there. It's still holding 18 cents, I see, which is pretty good. Pretty good. Cardano. Ooh. We need to get out of that cool down on Cardano. All right, so Bitcoin, like I said, I'm not going to wax on too much more about this. We are pushing up. I'd like to break this trend line. I'd like to break 50K. I'd like to break the fibs. These are just all small baby steps. The most important short-term level is going to be this 53,000. We need to break above that. We need to hold this fib. We can hold this fib right here, and then I think we're good. And then this is going to be another probably critical level right here. If I'm being honest, I don't know that there's any real reason for Bitcoin to go crazy one way or the other right now. So it could be boring for a while. I know it's Q4 and everyone's feeding you tons of hopium, but honestly, oh, well, there's some other catalysts that could be coming. And this is always the, what do I call the anti-fun, all the hopium and stuff. It's Q4. Who's going to announce on their balance sheet that they bought Bitcoin? And so that's a lot of stuff people will say to get clicks on their YouTube. Nah, we don't know, right? We don't know. There's what has changed between now and last quarter that all of a sudden someone put Bitcoin on their balance sheet. I mean, Twitter hasn't done it yet. That doesn't make much sense to me. Maybe they have now because they're doing Bitcoin tipping, and we know Jack Dorsey loves Bitcoin, but is that really a reason to put Bitcoin on their balance sheet? Apple, maybe, although they don't really, I guess, didn't they recently hire someone for cryptocurrency? But who knows? Maybe they're coming up with their own chain. That's no real reason to put Bitcoin on your balance sheet, though. They do have the Apple wallet, so who knows, right? Amazon, la-di-da-di, all these like Facebook, right? Who knows? Maybe not. I wouldn't bet on it. I don't need to bet on it. I already know Bitcoin is a supply and demand. The supply is constantly shrinking and it's going up, right? It's just the timeline that you're comfortable with, right? The earlier you get in, like it's kind of, we were just in fear again. We were just in fear again right here. The Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index was at like fear or near fear. People thought the bottom was falling out again. Let me tell you, I haven't shown this in a while. Let me tell you, I don't even know how we're doing. I try to even stop looking at prices and what my portfolio is doing, but it's getting a lot freaking easier, right? I started getting in heavily in January, and I expect this to be the pattern. Do I expect another, like maybe I get my ass handed to me for a while? Most likely it could happen, right? Most likely it could happen. I'm leaning towards the fact that this will like 2 to 3x in the next 3 months. Am I smoking hopium? Hell yeah, I am. I'm biased, right? I'm biased, but I believe in it, and I think there's a good chance that could happen. If it does happen, I'm taking some profits to get me through. If there is a crash, to get me through to the next bull run. But that doesn't matter. My point is it gets easier over time. It has not been a lot of fun with this recent China FUD and all the other stuff going on, but at the end of the day, my portfolio hit an all-time high in May of $692,000, if I remember correctly. This recent FUD wave, this recent dip, I think this hit a low of maybe 595,000. So my point is it gets easier, right? Like you get more immune to it, you get more comfortable, and you're still greatly in profit over time. Now, I'm going to say the 3 words I trigger me. That being said, is this the time? Is this the time? Like if you were to, I don't know, I'm torn right now because I say the earlier you start over time, the easier it gets. When we're in the middle of are we in a bull run? Like we're kind of coming out of a bear run. The problem is you could start dollar cost averaging in now. So my point still stands. You could start, like, if you've never started in crypto, you could start dollar cost averaging in now. And as long as you follow my biggest golden rule, don't invest more than you can afford to lose. And the biggest reason to that is 2 words: panic sell. You won't panic sell because the dip could come. And dips will come. And I can almost guarantee you some big shakeouts are going to happen in the next 3 months, even if this goes on a freaking tear. If Bitcoin 3x's in the next 3 months, I guarantee you there's going to be massive dips between that, because big money, it's easy pickings on fresh fish that YOLO in, FOMO in. It, like, Bitcoin starts hitting 70,000, 80,000. The big wells will come in. People are levering up 5x, 10x, 20x. The X's aren't as big now that a lot of the exchanges lowered the limit or how much you could exit. Big money will come in. They'll short the shit out of it. Just take out all the stops. It causes these, like, triggered stop losses. Drive it back down, and then it quickly rebound back up. Oh my goodness, my light went out. All right, whatever. Doesn't matter. My face is small right now. That's going to happen. And if you if you start now at Bitcoin at 50,000, there's a good chance that you could be living on top of a cloud in a few weeks when Bitcoin's pushing 65, 70,000. Then all of a sudden, big money comes in and pushes it way down to like 45,000 real quick. You can't afford to lose the money. You panic sell, and the next day it's back to new all-time highs again. Those kind of movements are going to continue for a while, until a lot more. Eventually, over time, the liquidity comes in, and those speed bumps will become less and less. But please do not forget, we're very early to the game. Like I said, I was talking to a friend earlier, and she doesn't know anything about crypto, and that's most of the planet. What's a non-fungible token? I told her I'd hook her, because she likes to game. I told her I'd hook her up with one of my Gen 1 DeFi Kingdoms thingy-mabobs NFTs, so that she could, earn a little money until she can afford her own Gen 1, and then Bob's her uncle, right? Maybe she enjoys it, maybe she doesn't, but I do believe crypto will provide life-changing wealth for the people that have the diamond nuts, because you definitely have to have the diamond nuts. You definitely, like, even for me, I'm going for it. I'm YOLO for sure, right? This is it, man. If crypto were to die, I've said numerous times, and I'm very transparent on this channel, I believe in it to the point that this is the majority of my net worth, right? It's all paper money. I've also said, dude, there's some things I could do to my house right now. Put in new flooring that I desperately need. Put some couches and a TV in my living room. Put that to work so I could go out there and just chill every day. Like, I could cash out now, pay off my house, put Tesla solar on the roof, put Tesla in the garage. The only expense I would have for the rest of my life is food and medical, right? That's it. I could be in that position right now, but no. This is how much I believe in it. This is an accumulation game for me. I'm going to continue to accumulate. I'm going to continue to earn passive income. Passive income is my middle name when it comes to crypto, and this is currently the easy. This doesn't even include the DeFi passive income. This is currently how much I'm making a month. I put this goal right here. Is this goal, and I would want this to be like how much passive income I'm making when I think the market's at a bottom. I don't necessarily think the market's at a bottom right now, though these could be bottom levels. These really could be bottom levels. $2, like, if it goes parabolic and then it crashes, I could see Cardano maybe going to $1, but maybe holding at $2. I have no idea. At the end of the day, this is my goal. This number right here would offset, just from crypto, would offset how much I'm making now, plus what I think medical, like, because medical is a big deal. Peace out in the house, hodl for life. You got that, brother. So medical, obviously, like, medical is fairly cheap for me right now because I have a job. I don't know how that changes when I don't have a job. Like, I don't know if I want to be on Obamacare, or if it, like, I feel like it's going to cost me, because my old crippled ass, It's probably not going to be cheap, but maybe $1,000 a month, right? So if my passive income is clocking this, and I think we're going to hit that at no time, easy breezy, right? Next 2, 3, 4 years, easy, much more. Polkadot goes to $10. We're talking just alone Cardano, and this doesn't even include the fact that it's compounding APR epoch every 5 days. If Cardano 5x's oh, my apologies. If Cardano 5x's, which I think is minimal, I do think Cardano what's 5x Cardano? That's like a 300 billion, 300-ish billion market cap. Eventually, I think Cardano's going to $1 trillion plus. At $1 trillion plus, Cardano's $30. If it's still paying 5%, even when Cardano's $10, what is it? That's 5,000. That just alone on my Cardano, I'm making $5,000 a month, like almost to my goal. Just on Cardano. I have other goals of when I do take profits, of putting a considerable cash sum into Anchor. Right now, if I could put, and I could, ish, kind of, if I wanted to. I mean, if I cashed out, maybe not really, because I'm going to owe probably like 200 grand in taxes. So, yeah, it would have close to it. This would be a YOLO, risky ass play, all eggs in one basket. But I could say if I could put 500,000 into Anchor, earning 20% just on the 500,000, that's $100,000 a year. That offsets my income right there. Love me some Anchor. Yeah, bro. Anchor is the best. Anchor is the best. It's currently the best. We'll have to see what Cardano and like Liquid Finance and all them have. Maybe we split that up. A little high availability in our banking. I can't freaking wait for hopefully bonded Bitcoin would come to Anchor. That would be amazing. Probably take some of my Bitcoin. I'll take I'll take some Bitcoin off the centralized exchanges for sure, and I'm moving that over because let's take a look. I love me some Anchor because right now, and I'm looking to do some more. I'm just trying to be responsible. Actually, maybe let's have a little fun on Anchor, right? Let's have a little fun on Anchor. God, I love me some Anchor. But bonded Bitcoin, I think bonded Bitcoin's gonna be coming. That would be amazing if they were to do things like add bonded Cardano. Ooh, snap, son! Bonded Harmony. Bonded Harmony's got a chance. Bonded Harmony's got a chance. Man, I'm not fixing my light. We'll do this move. You guys don't need to see my face anyway. See my ugly ass face. All right. So bonded Harmony would be pretty dope. Anchor is supposed to be coming to Harmony 1. I can't wait for that. Bonded Polkadot would be pretty dope. Bonded Cardano would be pretty dope. But right now, I have roughly 10.5 Ethereum, bonded Ethereum over here. You bonded on, whatchamacallit, Lido Finance. You move it over. I have a video. Go check it out. It's somewhere back in the archives. And then you can use this to provide collateral. And then I'm borrowing the borrow APR is a little low right now, but I say it's a little low because it fluctuates between like 9 and 18% ish. But I'm getting paid 10% to borrow. 10%. And now that Ethereum's kind of moving up, I'm tempted to borrow some more money. Let me think about this. I'm thinking in the future, we won't even need to do all this validator staking stuff, NFT royalties or whatever. Oh, you know what? I didn't do. My apologies. It's a new thing. Let's get this set up. Let's pop this out. Oh, Poppy Doppy. All right, staking NFT, we'll just dump it all on 20% minimum AP and just enjoy. Yeah, yep. I'm building different so many different forms of passive income. Right now, like I said, I'm earning 10% to borrow. This fluctuates. I've taken the borrowed money. Right now, my loan to value ratio is 14%. I don't know, what do I have about, oh, it'll tell me on the homepage, I think. No, my page. So my total value is 38,000. I think my loan value is part of that though, maybe not. So 36, yeah, no, 38, right around 38,000 is how much all my collateral's worth. Right now I'm borrowing $5,500 and that's 14% of the 38,000. If Ethereum crashes or whatever and my loan to value gets to around 60%, I can get liquidated. It's not as scary as it sounds. I mean, it doesn't really change how much value your account's worth. If Ethereum's crashing, it doesn't matter if you're borrowing against it or not. I mean, your account value is still basically going to be the same, but they're going to liquidate your Ethereum and you're still going to have that cash that you borrowed. So if Ethereum crashed and this shot up to 60%, I would still have this cash and then I can buy back into the Ethereum if I wanted to. But Ethereum's doing pretty good. And I could be wrong. I can most certainly be wrong. I was borrowing much more, but then I got, you know, as Ethereum was crashing, I did pull some of it out so that I had a lower loan to value ratio just in case there was a crazy flash crash, because we've seen them like on Kraken. I think when Ethereum was around, I don't know, like 2,000, 2,300, that there was that flash crash in the morning and it dipped all the way down to like 600. I don't want that kind of headache, because if something like that happens, you will get screwed, right? They will liquidate your Ethereum and then it'll be back, Ethereum will be back up to $2,300 before you even have a chance to buy it back, right? So that there is risk there that you could lose money when that happens. So I'd like to be very, very comfortable with my Ethereum. So I'm tempted to borrow a bit more, get paid 10%. I'm getting paid 10 freaking percent. And this, like I said, this low right now, 10% to borrow. Let's move this up to like, we can do like right around 25%. So that means Ethereum would have to go to like 1,400 would be a hell of a crash. Be a hell of a crash, but it's possible. Not really, but it is. Either way, I'm going to be a little bit more, actually, so let's do, all right. You guys ready to get your mind blown? Let's do this. I am going to YOLO it right now because this is how confident I am. Ethereum's around, I don't need, all right, we'll do that. 34.99. That'll put me at 23%, very safe. Ethereum would have to go to like $1,200 for me to get liquidated. All right, I need to do this. Oh, I should hit the check. Should have hit the check because I'm going to be doing some more. All right, so I just borrowed, I don't know, what did I borrow? Like another $3,000, $3,500. That's in my wallet now. I can do whatever I want with this. I can send it to, oh, I'd have to send it to KuCoin would be the easiest way. Swap it to that nasty Tether or USD or whatever, and then move it over to Binance and then move it to my bank and then do whatever I want with it. I almost said something that probably would have got me in trouble with the YouTubes. But anyway, do whatever I want with it. What am I going to do with it? So as I do what I do with it, what I did with the last, like I said, what I did with the last, I'm getting paid 10% to borrow money. I'm getting paid 10% on this $3,500, right? Like I want to borrow more. I just don't want to get liquidated. That's the risk. That, and you know, there's a little bit of smart contract risk and all that. I have not done yeah, I've done the Terra Bridge. Let me think about that. I've done it. I did it. Yeah, I did. I moved. I'm pretty sure I have. I don't remember. I definitely looked at it, and it is super sweet. Yeah, it's definitely. Well, they have a bridge to Harmony too, but it is definitely very nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. All right. What am I going to do with this? What are we going to do with this money? So the last time I borrowed money, like I said, I'm getting paid. I mean, are you kidding me? I'm getting paid to borrow, right? Like right there, that's a win. But again, you gotta worry about this. Don't YOLO into this, and don't do it just because I'm doing it, right? I fully understand the risk, and if you don't understand some of these loan to value things I'm talking about, take your time, eat that elephant one bite at a time, and learn it before you do it, because there's risk. There's definitely risk, and flash crashes do happen in crypto. So the last time I borrowed money, I came over here and I took that borrowed money and I deposited it. So I'm getting paid 10% to borrow, and then I'm getting paid another 19% to deposit it. So I'm getting paid roughly 30% on this $5,500. You can't beat that. We can come over to what page is it? All right, so I haven't claimed my Anchor in a while. They pay you an Anchor. I'm bullish on Anchor, so whatever. I don't care. I think the price of Anchor is going to go up. I could claim this and stake it and even earn more interest. It's probably not a bad idea. Just keep in mind when you do all this stuff, it's kind of easy to forget. This UST is what you pay your gas, your transaction fee. So if I deposit all of this, I no longer have any money to like withdraw it or whatever. It might let me. I don't want to find out though, right? Like I don't want to be in a position where I have to buy some UST on KuCoin and send it over just to bail my ass out. So always. So if I were to deposit this, I would deposit like maybe 3,500, maybe 3,450. Keep a little of that dirty UST in your wallet. I think I'm gonna have a little fun with this today though. I am not gonna deposit it. Here in the US at least, moving dollars to Coinbase takes like 6 days to settle. Here in the US at least, moving dollars. What do you mean moving dollars from where? I don't know that it depends. Like I have Coinbase and I'm in the US. I think it depends on your account type and level and things like that. But I know it might take, and it might depend on the coin. I gotta be honest with you. I'm not an expert on that. I have not really cared yet to withdraw that dirty fiat from like my Coinbases or Binances yet. Though that day will come. That day will come, my friends. All right, I'm gonna take this monies. You know what? I was gonna be a little bit more yellow, but I'm starting to be a little bit more rational. We're gonna go over to Mirror. I'm gonna go over to Mirror. Actually, let's take a look at what we got, because let's walk the walk. Let's walk the walk. What do we got right now? I keep talking about how bullish I am Polkadot. So this is levering. What I'm doing right now is a form of leverage. But I know the risk. I understand the risk, and it's a very, very, very small amount of leverage. But there is more risk even with this small amount. So please keep that in mind. So I'm going to buy either some Polkadot or some Ethereum. I think Polkadot, man, which one's gonna moon first? But when Polkadot moons, it's gonna freaking moon. It is gonna freaking moon. We're holding this fib. You know what? I mean, look at my technical analysis. We're overdue from this moonshot. So this looks like a sure thing. Honestly, I know my title says garbage ass, scam, broke ass Cardano, but I wish they had Cardano on Mirror, because that's probably what I would buy. Though it could be I'm telling you, it could be a rough ride for Cardano because of how broke it is. It's not really broke, but it's not a lot of fun right now. They got some Hydra situations and some other things they need to fix. All right, let's get back over to Mirror. I'm gonna go to the web app. I'm on Terra. I have this monies. I have this money. I could do a lot of things with it over here. I could yield farm. One interesting thing I could do in the future, instead of selling, if the top comes, if I think it's the top, I could come over here and say, like, I do have 10 Ethereum in my wallet. Maybe I want to hedge Ethereum. I could borrow. I could like borrow 1, 2, 3 Ethereum and hedge my Ethereum position. So that way, if it does crash, I profit and I don't have to sell my Ethereum. If it doesn't crash, I'm still making money. This is going to be a hedge game that I will be getting more advanced with in the future. I can't wait to see how the different ways to be able to do this, the opportunities present themselves in the future, both just within the Terra Luna system, the Harmony system, the Cardano system. Like I said, there's quite a few great platforms that are coming to Cardano, like Liquid and ADA or ADA, I don't know how they call it, and a few others. So I am pretty excited about that. Plus the Harmony one, the Bitcoin bridge. Like I said, I think bonded Bitcoin's coming to Anchor. Who knows if what bonded forms or whatever is going to be on Ethereum, and even some of these other smart chains that I'm not even involved in yet right now. So Polkadot is, what do we got? Minimum collateral market. There was, oh no, that's the borrow. So the premium, I kind of want to pay attention to the premium, because that is, all right, so 1.3%, 2.99. So all this is the price difference on the Oracle between the real price of Polkadot and what you're paying for it over here. And we just did look, and Polkadot was 31.33. So that 3% is adding up to a decent chunk. Do I really want to do this? So yeah, I'm just gonna play the, ooh yeah, 3,500. I'm just gonna play a little bit safe. We're gonna leverage long 1,500. You know what I can do? So let's do this. I'm gonna do, all right, 1,500. No, I'm gonna do 1,000. I mean, come on. Like, if I had to, I have the money to do this right now. I say that, but you know how broke I am right now. All right, I'm gonna leverage long $1,000 of Ethereum. Actually, no, I'm not. I don't want the tax headache right now. So I've already got enough tax problems. All that for nothing. I'm just gonna come back over here. I mean, this is a tax headache too, but it's an edit. So I'm gonna just, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna go, how do I do this again? My page, earn, deposit. So the money I borrowed, I'm just gonna, now it's easy just to click this button, hit proceed, and then you don't have any tether left. Or not tether, UST. So I'm just gonna do like 34.75 so that I leave some UST in my wallet. Well, I don't need to do that now because it's gonna be the last transaction. All right, so I'm earning some more interest. I am earning roughly 30 to 35, close to 40% on some days on $8,900, right? In the future, I'm not even joking. I want to have a large sum of money just cash deposited in Anchor, earning me 20% interest, right? Even 100, 200,000, 200,000 just cash in Anchor would earn me $40,000 in safe passive income. I will always continue to build up my Ethereum bag, and I can bond it, and I can borrow against it, and I can get paid to borrow and even continue to earn, right? This is just an amazing way to earn. All right, enough about that. Let's see what else we got going on. I said we was going to talk about Harmony 1. Harmony 1 continues to dip a little. We'll have to see how it plays out. Bitcoin's trying to make a move. 50,000, roughly 200. Ethereum trying to make a move. So Bitcoin's up 1.9%. Ethereum's up 2%. Cardano, garbage ass Cardano, 1.2%. spoke or Harmony 1. Just 1%. Yeah, we are pushing up against this fib level again. It's going to be a critical one to get up above and hold. I do think, and I could be wrong, but I do think the moonshot's coming here pretty soon in Harmony 1. DeFi Kingdoms over there. I love me some DeFi Kingdoms. Let's check in on that. Oh my goodness, I got titles in the video. We haven't even gotten to it yet. Like, all right, so Harmony 1. Let's hop on over to the Harmony 1 network. I don't need the price of jewels going through the roof. I do think this DeFi Kingdoms is going to be amazing, right? I cannot freaking wait to play this game. I'm still waiting on announcements for this. They've been delayed. Let's see if we got any new news. All right, announcements. We got new news. Probably nothing. The devs worked late last night. So summoning's the big thing, right? I bought a Gen 0 over here. Can't wait to start summoning Gen 1s and start playing the game. They've added to the documentation, the wiki. The game looks fun as hell. I mean, I can't wait to play it, right? And it's a very simple game so far. They are into the testing phase and are producing some interesting heroes. I hope Professor Tango doesn't mind me sharing this, but this was his first Gen 1 summon and test. We're excited. Oh, I can't freaking wait. I can't freaking wait. What do we got? A warrior. All right. So the price of jewel is up to $2.14. There's some people in the Discord. They're calling for $20, $50 jewel. I would urge them to relax a little bit. The market cap of let's take a look at the market cap of jewel or DeFi, or just the jewel alone. Does this show it? I think it does. Yeah, there we go. All right, so the current market cap doesn't show. I think somewhere it does. Oh, this does, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So the circulating market cap's 89 million. That's low. That's pretty low, I'm not going to lie. But the uncirculating is $500 million, right? This is a quarter of the Harmony 1 market cap. What this means is I'm earning jewel every day, and this is going to be an in-game currency. I'm going to need it to do certain things. Like I think to buy tiers to do the summoning. So there is value. There is utility to this coin, which is a good thing. I don't know if there's a burn mechanic. That would be interesting. There's land coming to this game. I can't freaking wait to get land. Land's probably going to be expensive. I don't think the devs themselves expected the price of jewel to increase as fast as it has. It is skyrocketing. Anyway, so most of this jewel is locked, like 90% or whatever. So that's what it means by the total market cap. This does unlock over time. There's a mechanic in the game, and my hero is actually a miner, which is a good thing. But the mining, you can mine and earn like certain gems and whatever. I'm not an expert on it yet. I have read through it. And it gives you the chance to unlock your jewel at a faster rate. So I'm very curious to see how that plays out. I am thinking I might even keep like my first Gen 1 to play that too. I cannot wait to play this game. My hero has 25 stamina. I think it takes 1 stamina per 10 minutes when you're mining. So, and then there's other ones like foraging and fishing. They have different stats, modifiers, and bonuses. This is shaping up to be a really cool game. They got roughly $4 million just from the Gen 0 sale. So I think they've already done a great job without that $4 million. So I'm really excited to see how this is going forward. They, excuse me, they're on the perfect smart chain, and I'm going to show you right now. And I show you all the time. It's freaking beautiful. It's amazing. You couldn't do this on Ethereum. You could maybe do this. You can do this on like Binance Smart Chain or Matic, but it's not going to be as smooth. IMO, I've used Matic, right? And that's one of my, you could do this on Cardano, but it would be more expensive and it would be slow as hell compared to Harmony 1. And I'm not ragging on Cardano. I think Cardano is amazing, has a very bright future, and it's my biggest bag. So I'm definitely bullish Cardano. I'm just a little bummed, right? It's still pretty slow, and it's going to be pretty slow for a while because there's a lot of issues they need to work through. And we're going to talk about NFTs primarily on Cardano here in a second. Let me wrap this up because I've been waxing on for a while. But let's show you why being on Harmony One is so amazing. So this is the main map. They've been adding to it. I don't know when land's coming. I can't freaking wait, but I'm stacking jewels. I'm going to be stacking jewels to get land. My current liquidity is $6,100. This is all house money. My Gen Zero hero cost me like $1,500. That was house money. This was all built on the lovely Harmony One ecosystem. I put about $4,000 into DeFi Kingdoms. And that $4,000 came from yield farming on SushiSwap on Harmony One. I was a little late to this one. I wish I had gotten in earlier. In the beginning, I was like, man, this is stupid. Like, who the hell wants to play a game just to yield farm? But now I can't freaking wait to play this game. I'm not even lying. Anyway, all house money. I have a Gen Zero on the house, and that doesn't mean I want to lose this money, but I'm being a little bit risky with it. I do think this is still very, very, very early to this game. And I know it's almost kind of out of reach, kind of, for a lot of people, if you think in the mindset of Gen Zero. But you should be able to get into a Gen 1 fairly cheap. I don't know how cheap, a few $100, 500. I have no idea yet. We'll have to see how that market shapes out. I really don't. In the beginning, maybe people will be greedy. Maybe they won't. I don't know. But you'll be able to play the game with the Gen 1 and start earning passive income. So if this looks interesting to you, not financial advice, but you can start yield farming right now. And I'm doing the Jewel 1 pool. It's still earning a very respectable 4,200%. I'm still making good money. The price of Jewel is going up. I mean, a couple weeks ago, this thing was under $1. The total value locked is now at 64 million. This continues to rise. It continues to be very impressive. Right now, I'm going to do it in game. I'm going to pop over to the gardens. I'm going to go over to, I forget what, is she? I don't know what she is. All right, so I'm going to claim my jewels. I have 44 unlocked, 295 locked. Nice! If I'm still earning, did I claim this yesterday? If I'm still earning like 300 locked jewels a day, I'm really happy with that, right? I would love to build a nice bag of jewels, a nice bag. Because if this thing does go to 10, 20, 30 bucks, man, this could be some life-changing wealth just in a freaking video game. All right, and this is what I've been doing. A little bit YOLO, a little bit like full-on degen. So I'm going to claim this. And then this is what I'm talking about. Harmony One. You couldn't do this on Ethereum. This is going to cost me less than a penny. Less than half a penny. Less than a tenth of a penny. I can't do the math. It's freaking low. 0.003 Harmony One. Like, that's ridiculously cheap. I'm going to hit confirm. Let's see how fast this happens. This was Ethereum. You could go take a shower, a nap, and then come back and your transaction might be done for several hundred. But this is done. It's already done. Are you kidding me? That cost me less than a fraction of a penny. Transaction's already done. All right. I get excited every freaking time I do this. Every freaking time. So I have 44 Jewel in my wallet. More locked Jewel just went to my balance. I'm going to pop on over to the bank. This is the YOLO degen. Instead of just staking my Jewel, you can immediately trade your Jewel into the US dollar, take your money and run. You could stake your Jewel. You can do it. You could stake your Jewel and earn liquidity bonuses and etc. But what I've been doing, and and it's still all house money. It's still, because even this Harmony One in my wallet, 90% of this is from like my first Jewel bag that I withdrew from this game and converted it to Harmony One. So most of that wallet is house money. Everything in my liquidity pool is house money. And this is all evolved over the last 2 to 3 months on this channel, right? This is what you get. This is high value content. All right. So right now this is at $6,100. I'm gonna come over here. We need to pop back and over to the gardens actually. And then we're gonna go to the Druid. And then we're gonna manage. We're going to, no, I need to provide liquidity first, right? You think I'd have these steps down by now. So we need to go to the bank. I was in the right place. We need to go to, no. Which one? Oh my goodness. It's the freaking marketplace. All right. We need to go to the Druid in the marketplace. We need to add liquidity. We need to select Jewel as the other token. I need to hit max on the Jewel because if I were to hit max on the Harmony 1, I wouldn't have enough Jewel. And this is the same thing. You don't want to YOLO all your Harmony 1 because Harmony 1 is what pays the gas. So you always want to keep Harmony 1 in the wallet. So I'm going to add to my Jewel 1 liquidity. I'm going to hit supply. This is going to break my bank. This is going to cost me another like sub penny. This was even less than the last transaction. It's going to take, I could go take a nap, shower, make lunch, make dinner. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, I'm kidding. It's already done. All right, let's pop back. Now we can go back to the gardens. I think you can do most of this on yield or VFAT too, but we're going to go back to the gardens. We're going to go back to the gardens. We're going to go back to the Druid. You got to take the liquidity that you just provided. It gives you an LP token. This is the same thing that happens with all yield farming. I know if you're new to this, a lot of this, when I first started doing this, I'm like, what the hell are all these different tokens? I don't understand it. I didn't, like, it was, wow. All right, so this gave me the Jewel LP token. This isn't doing anything, but all this really is, this LP token equals my value of the Jewel 1, right? This tells me, you are staking 4,783 Jewel 1 LP tokens. I'm getting ready to add 4,783. I'm getting ready to, this is going to be embarrassing if I get this wrong. So I'm getting ready to add 148 to that. So that should put me at like 400, 4,900 and some. So let's go ahead and do that. You got to deposit it into the liquidity pool. And what the liquidity pool is whenever people come over here and they need to swap their Harmony 1 to Jewel to be able to do what I'm doing, this liquidity pool is there to provide them to do that, right? I'm not going to get into all the specifics. All right, so deposit, max, deposit. This is going to take a really long time and cost me a lot of money if it were on Ethereum, but it's not. It's on the greatest smart chain in the world, Harmony 1. Soon people will wake up and understand this. Actually taking a little bit, oh yeah, a little bit long for Harmony 1, but we'll let it pass. It's done. Like I said, now we can come back over. It was 6,100. I'm earning 4,200% on 6,100. Let's refresh this. That should have gone up. I don't know. Yeah, so about another $100 added to it. Again, this is a bit degen, this is a bit yellow, but now I'm earning 4,200% on $6,200. I'm going to keep doing this for a while. Eventually, I'll probably take some of this out just because I'll need the Jewel to play the game. I can't wait. I have no idea how this is going to play out. And I'm somewhat afraid. One of the reasons I'm doing this is I'm somewhat afraid land might be expensive. But I got to be a land baron. I got to be a land baron in DeFi Kingdoms. I got to build my DeFi Kingdoms empire. I do think this will be a great form of, calling it passive income is a lie because this shit's going to be freaking a bit active. You're going to have to play the game. No, there are ways to earn passive income potentially because I think they're going to have things similar to Axie Infinity with the scholarships and etc. So instead, I don't know if I want that headache. I don't know. We'll have to see how it plays out. But maybe I have an army of Gen 1s and I didn't sell them and then I just rent them out and have people play it for me and we split it 50-50. That feels like a tax nightmare plus other nightmares, but we'll see. We'll have to see how this evolves. Anyway, that's DeFi Kingdoms on the greatest smart chain in the world. Harmony 1. Let's move on to Cardano. Let's have some NFT fun. So I did a video yesterday afternoon where I tried to do the drop for Stone Age Hooligans. That video is not available, but I will make it available here pretty soon. I just making an edit to it. It's not very exciting, but I did try and do the Stone Age Hooligans drop. The one thing I'm kind of grateful that I didn't get through, I used the NAMI wallet. I've now adjusted that, and I've added my Daedalus wallet to CNFT. And going forward, I'm probably going to start using Daedalus. Daedalus, hands down, gives you the best chance of getting these drops. The other wallets like NAMI and Yori and ADA Lite, like they freeze, and there's trade-offs to it. Don't get me wrong, but they freeze and your transactions don't get through. But the Daedalus wallet is a full node wallet, and it holds the transaction until it gets pushed through. So I couldn't get a single one of these, and other people were posting screenshots of their Daedalus wallet, and they got like 5 in a row. Now the interesting thing about this project. So one thing I will say about Cardano NFTs is it seems to be very, very flip heavy, right? I don't think there's any like real big like markets currently right now. Everyone's over here just trying to make money, just trying to flip NFTs, trying to get the drop and immediately dumping them on your face afterwards. Let's see how this floor is doing. So it got pretty dramatic. Oh yeah, the floor is pretty bad on these. I think the mint price was like 47. It was revealed, and I don't know why the team did this. I don't think the team meant any ill will. Look, here's the problem with NFTs, and I'm not saying this team did this, but this is a gold rush right now of people trying to separate you from your money, and this craze is just in the early stages. It's probably gonna blow up like a mofo over the next few months as we go into Christmas. It's so early to this. Money grabs, yeah, for sure, money grabs. I'm not saying I don't know, right? I'm not naive. I try and see the good in the people. So this team legit looks like they're working hard, trying hard, want to build something. Do I think this team can actually deliver what they promise? You know, we did look at their roadmap and all this yesterday, and honestly, it's not all that impressive. It's just a copy paste of what everyone else is trying to do right now. The artwork is somewhat original. I don't really get, like, this guy right here, this lower jaw is a really ugly thing. I don't know what they were. Maybe you see it differently, but I think these are really ugly. Yeah, man, we'll take a look at those. I'm still looking at Space Buds for sure, and the Clays was dropping too. So someone found out that some of these were using stock. So 3 of the traits were using stock photos. And the team, once they got called out, they actually admitted to it. And I don't know why they did this. I don't know if it was a late decision. I think they made a really, really bad choice. After the fact, as I look at these, the artwork is, it's just kind of, some of them are cool, right? I do like some of them are cool, but I most definitely don't have to own one of these. I was just in it to maybe make a little bit of cheddar, but how much can I really make, right? You guys have seen my Cardano portfolio. I mean, is it really worth my time to spend several hours to try and get into this drop to make 50, 100, 200 Cardano? Well, I mean, if I could do that once a day or twice a day, hell yeah, it'd be worth it. I enjoy doing it, and it would be a decent form of income. But at the end of the day, they're kind of hit or miss. So, like I said, for whatever reason, at the very last second, I don't know why. If this is what they said, I don't know how true it is. They said they ended up buying 3 stock photos, right? And there's something about the metadata. I didn't spend all the time figuring it out. Anyway, 3 of these traits are stock photos, I guess. I really don't know that they're going to be able to recover from something like that. I mean, that's going to be a massive amount of fun. There are some pretty cool ones. There's a Cardano necklace that I think is pretty cool because I'm so bullish Cardano, right? I just think that's a cool trait to have. I am getting. It's going to be curious to see how much longer this PFP craze can continue. There's some unique stuff, I guess, but the bubble gum, the little spinny top hats, a lot of these things that they just keep using over and over. The grills, right? The mouse, the eyes popping out is another one that's. So here's the hat I'm talking about. This stuff just keeps being done over and over and over. These eyes, I really like. On an ape, I guess it was cool, but I mean, have a little. I feel like it wouldn't take that much to add some originality to some of this shit. Do something different than other than just changing the animal or turning the guy into a caveman or something. You know what I'm saying? But PFPs are all the craze right now, so I guess it is what it is. I mean, some of these look pretty cool. Like, I don't hate this one. I don't hate some of these. Some of them look dumb as hell, though, right? Dumb as hell. See what the we'll probably have to go down for a while to find a Cardano necklace. Anyway, I'm not going to wax on too much more about this. I don't really think this was a scam. The team really does kind of look like they're trying hard and they want this to be a successful project. But that was probably like I don't. If you could draw what you draw, just draw the 3 other items. I don't understand. Delay the project. I don't know, man. They had a big, like, this thing sold out fast. They had like 9,000 to 11,000 people. I think they lost a couple thousand Discord members, if I'm being honest. I don't remember. But I don't know. It is what it is. I'll watch it. I'm not really looking to try and flip this one. I do have definitely a ton of other ones that were on the radar. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Maybe we find that gem today. The ones I've definitely been watching is old Matty Ice just brought up Space Buds. I may have missed my opportunity, but that's all right. More opportunities will come. All right, so let's see where the floor is at. So there was one for 2,500 and another one for 2,600. So it's looking like this 2,900 is currently a pretty good solid base right now. If something else pops in like that, I might have to snag it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm like somewhat tempted to buy this one because I like, for whatever reason, I like these robot heads. I'm not gonna do it yet. All right, let's see how the Claymate's doing. That was around a 590 floor yesterday. So like as I was mentioning though, you got to be careful, and Maddie said this too, you got to be careful on Cardano because all these projects coming out, most of them it seems like it's mostly just people coming in to just try and flip and dump on your face. And these people got a lot more time than I do to be able to get themselves in the position to do that. The only reason I had the time I did yesterday is because I'm on vacation right now. So if it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't even be able to do that. So I agree with you. Matt says he likes the clays more than Space Buds. I could live without either one of them, if I'm being honest. If I had to choose, I think the Claymates are definitely cooler. The only reason, this is a blue chip, and it will remain a blue chip because it's the first PFP on Cardano. So this will always hold value for that reason alone, unless Cardano fails, and I just don't see Cardano failing. What was I going to do? I was going to look at was Claymates next? Yeah, let's look at Claymates. What else is out there to look at? The Dirt Birds and the Yum. I wonder how the Dirt Birds are doing. Those had a little steam for a second. I bet these really bottomed out too. These are, I mean, these, they're kind of cool, I guess, but will this ever obtain blue chip status with a name like Dirt Birds? Will big money really ever come into something like this? No, the Yummies has a chance. And that's, a lot of people see this as like level 1, level 2 blue chip-ish. Let's see how they're doing. I think their floor was around 300 yesterday. I should start, like, I need a way to spreadsheet this easily or something with some API calls. All right, let's see what the price is doing. So this is coming down. I could be wrong, but I thought this was around 300 yesterday. These might be worth scooping up. These might be worth a floor sweep here pretty soon, but Yummy is backed by, oh, I did not know that. That is very good to know. These are ones like, I'm going to watch this one for sure. These are definitely might, I say definitely, then I say might. These definitely have the potential. Like if you could catch a bottom, you start sweeping that floor, you can make some cheddar. So these are definitely, we're going to definitely watch these on a daily basis. How many times can I say definitely? All right, let's pop on over to Playmate. There was a Ethereum project I want to look at too. So Play Nation. This was around 600, 590 if I remember correctly. I really wish this would hold on the price. Oh, so this one looks like it's taking a little bounce back up. Is the floor rising on this one? Interesting. Interesting. We're going to watch this one. Maybe I should have pulled the trigger already. But we'll see. We'll see, right? The problem is when I buy this is going to be a long-term hold, right? It's going to be, you gotta get into these blue chips. Well, there's a few different ways you can do it. Like I could start sweeping the floor and try and turning over small amounts, but you're going to want to hold on to one or two of these IMO in case they become, because this is a project where big money could come into. And I don't know. I'm not a member of that elite club. I don't know which PFP is going to become the next elite club. I was looking at this yesterday, and this is one of those. The floor price was 13,075 yesterday, right? These are very similar to the Yummies, actually. Yeah, so this, I don't, like, why, like, I don't get it, right? These are kind of cool. They're kind of cool. What are they offering? Is there, I don't know anything about their community, what they're offering, what have you. That one's actually pretty cool for the floor, but you're still talking $42,000, $50,000 floor on this? Are you freaking, like, what? What am I missing? I'm not in this Discord. I'm not even gonna look right now. Like, these are blowing up. I don't know why. Let's take a look at rankings in general. Harmony flash crashing. Sam, why do you gotta come in with all the negativity, bro? I'm kidding. Oh my goodness. I need to take that off my, all right. Where is my Harmony 1 chart? Oh, come on, dude. Psh. Psh. This ain't, no, I'm just messing with you. Dude, this ain't flash crash. This is chicken scratch. This is chicken scratch. This ain't, it's coming down for sure, but I don't know what's going on. Is there any news? I mean, everything's flash crashing, and if you really want to, you're scared, sell, abort, pull the plug. Wait, I don't even know how to sell. I don't even know how to sell. I'm not even kidding. I do, but I don't. Everything's kind of coming down though. Harmony's just falling. That's what I'm talking about, dude. This is what I was talking about early on in the stream. People are gonna get extremely bullish, lever up. The Wells, this isn't even a drop in the bucket. This is just the Wells trying to scoop up lunch money. They wanted there's a few exchanges out there. They want to take the team out for a nice little sushi lunch. You know what I'm saying? They're just a little scoopy, a little bit of money, knocking out a few weak ass paper-handed retailers right now that are going YOLO long. And sushi lunch is on the house, right? This is just a small one. We're gonna have bigger ones. Bro, I've got the crystal ball. What are you talking about, Matt? Dude, here's the crystal ball. Here's the crystal ball. Is this the right chart to look at? I think it is not. Oh yeah, it is. What more crystal ball do you need? It's gonna continue to go up. You just gotta have the time. Now, if you're trying to trade, if you're trying to swing trade, you're in a tough game. Yeah, we're going to zero. You're in a tough game, bro. Like, swing trading crypto is not easy. It is not easy. Some people can do it. Most can't. But here's your crystal ball. It's going up. It is going up over time. Here is your crystal ball. It is going up. Like this chart. And you know what? So this one, even this one, you can earn passive income. You can earn passive income on Gemini. You can earn passive income on BlockFi, though BlockFi kind of sucks now. You can earn passive income with Bitcoin over on numerous DeFi applications, and I'm pretty sure soon, Anchor, pretty soon Anchor, but yeah, yeah, man, right here. Let's look at this chart. How far does this one? Is this one? My computer is overloading. Here's your crystal ball. It's going up. Oh, it's because I'm on the 1 hour. Let's move this to like let's do the 1 month. Like, it's going to be a straight line up. Look at that. There's your crystal ball. This one's going to $10, $20, $30 over time. And you can stake it and earn 5% interest. This one, a little ugly right now. I haven't looked at my basketball hoop guy for a while. This one, ooh man, this one had this was prime real estate buying right now. Polkadot is going to the moon. It's just that there's not any like real use on it right now. It's still early development. Polkadot has the chance to be one of the top smart chains. Your crystal ball, get into the spread it around, right? Like IMO, not financial advice. I'm extremely bullish Ethereum. But Ethereum, I don't think they will. They could fail. So that's why I'm also in Cardano. I don't think they will fail, but they could. I think they're both going to do really well. There's other good ones out there. I'm not going to get into that. Obviously, Harmony One being a really good one. It's the most undervalued smart chain on the planet. Its utility is bar none, some of the best. Its transactions fees are some of the best. This Dr. Stephen Say, PhD in cryptography, very smart bro. This one's going to the moon. I'm not worried at all. I'm earning 10%. 10%. Let's take a look. Stacking it. All I care about is stacking. I don't care about the price right now. I don't care. I mean, I do, but I don't. Harmony staking. I think I claimed my Harmony like what, yesterday? I don't even remember. No, it's been a few days, but I got free Harmony One coming to me once a day, more, right? Adding to my bag. This doesn't even include the stuff I'm having fun with over on DeFi. I'm not worried at all. All right, that's your crystal ball. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about as long as you follow my golden rule. What's my golden rule? Don't, what is it? Don't lose more than you can afford to invest. That's really the goal. Don't lose more than you can afford to invest. Don't invest more than you can afford to lose. That way you can avoid the panic sell, right? If even that little shakeout might have caused some people to panic sell because they just bought in. Has it recovered yet? They were just, I think this was just a lunch grab. Yep, it's already recovering. This was just a lunch grab, boys. A few teams needed to take their team out to sushi. Don't go. What? Don't go chasing waterfalls. That I know the song, but I'm trying to think of the movie. The Good Guys. Is it The Good Guys with Mark Wahlberg and The Rock and Michael Keaton's always quoting them? That's some funny ass shit. All right. Let's pop back. What we were talking about, NFTs and how crazy Cool Cats is. I don't understand that shit. I'm not even lying. The Cool Cats look kind of cool, but 50,000 cool. The thing is the exclusivity. So whoever, I don't know. Like I'm not a part. Where the hell did that go? Did I close it? That would be annoying. No, so I went to the rankings. So I don't, for whatever reason, some like Crypto Toads. This is another one. I don't get it. Like there's big money that they all get together. They all get on phone calls with each other and they say, "This is the shit. Let's go." I guess that's how it works. But how? I mean, these are kind of cool, I guess. But why? Is there? What? Again, $50,000. I'm not gonna lie. I don't get it. I really don't. I do and I don't. I do and I don't. At a certain point, it's insanity, and I don't think we've reached 100% insanity yet. There's definitely I'm not YOLOing into a crypto toad. Do I think it could double? Yeah, I do. But do I think even if it did double, would the liquidity be there for me to sell it? I don't know, man. I don't, and I don't. You don't want. I just said so much in the last 10 seconds. I don't know what you're doning at this point. Cyberkongs is another crazy freaking. So this one has utility. I did Bored Ape. That is not what I meant. This one has utility. These galactic apes. I want to check those out. I'm a sucker for apes. Man, I tried to get on this mint and I didn't try hard enough, or I just didn't get lucky. I don't remember. I ended up not getting one. I really like this project from the jump. I don't get. I don't. There's a Beanie out there could probably explain it to us, but all right. So, I did try and get in the VX mint. They were only like 0.07 to mint one of the VX ones, like the Gen 3 or whatever. And even those, like, oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Just last week, I think the VX is a different collection, maybe? Yeah, it is. All right, so the Cyberkong floor is 12.45, but the real thing is, oh my goodness, why do they make this so difficult? Which one is it? Yeah, Genesis. The first 1,000 can earn bananas, and I think they earn 10 bananas a day, and the price of banana is currently like $89, and it comes out at like $300 and some $1,000 a year in passive income. The floor could fall on that any second. The bottom, could break, what have you, the levee, the dam. It was not long ago that, like a week ago, the floor on these was 90. Right now the floor is 200. So these are out of control and insane, but again, they can generate you currently $300 and some $1,000 in passive income. This is big money right here. Like I can't even afford that. Like even maybe I could liquidate everything and then I'd have to pay. No, I'm already out of this market. And even for me to even be close to being in this market, would I put my entire net worth on one of these? Hell no. That would be extremely risky and dangerous. Definitely not financially responsible. Though this could continue to go to like 2 million, 3 million, I guess. I don't know. Either way, again, the floor on these was 90 Ethereum. How easy is this to sell 200 Ethereum? I don't know. There is the whole club mentality, right? Like there's plenty of millionaires and multimillionaires, tens of millions, hundreds of millions, and even billionaires that love whatever these projects are. Like if you're lucky enough to get in early, Bored Ape and this, and you are lucky enough to get in early, congratulations. It doesn't make you any different of a person, other than it could definitely open some doors, right? And the amount of people that are pulling that off right now are probably few and far between, but it does make for great stories. All right, let's see what else we got. There was a new one that I'm interested in. I just found out about this one today. This is on Ethereum. This one is already like a huge Discord and a huge Twitter. I'm kind of mad at you guys for not bringing this to my attention earlier. It's all your fault. I kid. All right, but they have 14K. I'm already following them. They have 14K Twitter followers. Their Discord though is freaking huge. And this project's pretty cool so far. What I've seen from it so far, it's a hustler. All right, so I don't hate the artwork. I mean, again, it's the same stuff over and over. Verify. It's a little check mark. So they have 25,000 Discord members. Actually, not as big as I thought, but it's still pretty big. It is, like I said, it's a 30. The dude's like worked for a hustler for 30 years, and he's doing his artwork. It's a lot of the same type roadmap stuff, though. These are kind of cool, right? But they always put the coolest stuff on here. Speaking of which, I was talking about how I got in. So anyway, this is on the radar. I'm probably gonna sidetrack from this now, but it's the Hustler Bro. It's pretty interesting. This might be a good drop to try and get into. If it's probably going to be really hard. They have what I saw so far. There's a whitelist pre-sale that I have no chance of being in, and I'm not sure when the public sale is going to be. There's probably going to be a gas war out the ass on this one. We also got Mechaverse that it was going to be to delay or today, but it got delayed. I'm highly interested. I'm going to try and get whitelisted for that one. And this is just a flip for me. I'm not even going to lie. If I get into the Mechaverse, I'm going to dump it. I feel kind of scummy, but I'm dumping it on someone's face for a profit. I mean, they're cool, but I'm not married to most of these, like owning these NFTs. Though, if there is one like these, all right, so the immutable X ones have a lot of potential to be like that multi-million-dollar 100 over time, because I do think immutable X is going to be a hit. I think it's going to blow up. I think because, like I said, I was in this drop. So yesterday I was like, man, because the floor on these was around 2,600. I paid 0.05 to mint. I paid $15 in gas. So I was into this project for a little under $500. The floor on these was $2,600. The smart-ish move was for me to sell one of these and immediately get multiples of profit and have 2 free of these on the board. But I got greedy. And I don't even want to look at the floor right now, because now that they've been revealed, I'm not going to lie, the 3 that I got, they don't really blow my hair back. They're very, very generic looking. There's a caveat, though. There is a caveat. So I almost did it. I almost pulled the trigger last night. I'm like, screw it, dude. Screw it. I'm going to kick myself in the nutsack because this is the first PFP project on Immutable X. The artwork looks good enough that this could blow up and be a massive blue, because there's a lot of things going for it. So far, the team has actually been a really good team. I'm very impressed with their team. Their Discord is blowing up. They have a private channel similar to how like CyberKong's works. They got game mechanics and being able to create, I don't know, airdrops I'm sure are coming. 2 crows make baby crows. A lot of cool stuff coming. And again, it is the first. The first is always a big one. And that's why Space Buds will always be a blue chip on Cardano, because it's the first PFP. Until there may be a day when that fades, but I don't think so. It's a lot like, you know, old cars and antiques and freaking like antiques in general. So the first, there might be like huge dips in 5 years, 10 years, but in 20 years, 30 years, right? These are the kinds of things that could be worth millions of dollars 20 or 30 years into the future. Owning the first PFP NFT on a like, if this Immutable X is big, and we know it's going to be a sidechain on Ethereum. We know Ethereum is going to be big, so that's why, for example, Cyberpunk's almost a lock. If you could comfortably afford a Cyberpunk, that is an extremely IMO, not financial advice, great way to put your money to work for a long-term diversified investment, right? That is almost certainly going to appreciate like to millions of dollars over the next few decades, right? Setting families up. I mean, you're kind of at a point right now. You're probably already very financially set if you're buying Cyberpunks at these prices. But anyway, this has that potential. The thing is I was getting ready to sell one of these, and for what I was like trying to do some voodoo and focus my inner whatever to figure out which one to sell, because I didn't know. Like, I'm like, do I really want to risk selling one and it be the one that's worth the most? So I was gonna sell 8174. My inner chi or whatever told me to sell this one, and I'm like, oh my goodness, Tom. Like, I'm at a point where, you know, I could have sold them all, $500 to $7,500. And it probably, maybe it was the move. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Either way, I'm pretty much a yellow guy, right? I see the potential in this, and I see the potential for this to be worth hundreds of X's, thousands of X's. So I decided right then and there, just like most of my crypto, these are staying in my wallet, right? Well, I might sell one. But it ain't gonna be this one. You know why? Because this little thing right here is as plain as these look, and when I show you the whole collection, maybe you'll agree, maybe you'll disagree. I don't know. This is a witch finger, and it turns out that witch finger is very rare, right? So here's the market. Let's hit a refresh, because the floor on this before reveal was around 26, 20. It was hovering between like 24 and 2700. After the reveal, this is what it was recently. I haven't refreshed this in a while, so I have no idea what it's at like right now. I don't know if it's crashed down to 500 or if the floor is rising again. North America's waking up. We got paper hands, we got bitch hands, or do we got diamond hands sweeping up the floor? I have no idea. Let's hit the refresh and find out. Let's find out together. Am I going to be sad? Yeah, not too bad, right? I'm a little bit more, but it's actually, for the most part, like this might be a nice little scoopy. I saw that 1300 and I'm like, oh, sad. But then quickly, 1500. We're finding a little bit of stability. Overall, I mean, you know, it's cool. If this wasn't the first PFP on Immutable X, this would probably be a nothing burger for me to be. I mean, they're kind of, well, I take that back. Like I said, and it's easy to say, oh, the community's great. The community here so far and the team has actually been amazing. I put them on par with another team I talk about. Actually, I might, like initially, I think there might be a hair better. Don't hate me, Wicked 8 Bone Club, but this is a really nice team. Let's see what their Discord's looking like right now. It was growing pretty fast. So 13,000, be interested to see how this continues to go. Like I said, they have a big team. Some of the dudes aren't even online, like Swerve, highly active. Oh, here they're talking about the traits. If I did not pull this witch finger, I'd be pretty bummed out. I think the floor on the witch finger is around 4,000 though. Yeah, very rare, very rare witch finger. Let's see what the floor is. Over here. Oh, it's accessories. I don't remember. Yeah, witch finger. Let's see how it's doing. So it was 4,000. So this is like one of those things you could do, right? Like you could take this list and you got nothing better to do, and you can sit around here and look for good deals, and you can even, and like if you feel comfortable, this is a bit of money. I'm not gonna lie, this is a bit more of a big money type game. It's more than even I'm comfortable really doing with right now. But you might be like, oh man, this dude doesn't know he has a witch finger, and this is, you could probably scoop this up and at least make a few. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how this plays out. But pretty quickly, this floor goes from 27. We're 2 away from 5,000. Right, and then you can also kind of play around with, is there like destroy? Nope, there's nothing. That would have been a 2 trait rare. Let's see where the hat is. Worm hair, nope. Brain, right here. Oh shit, dude. Oh shit. I'm not gonna lie. If I had this money, dude. Not financial advice. If this tanks, if you buy this and this tanks, don't come at me. Don't come knocking on my door. This is a very risky game. However, if you buy this and this thing freaking moonshots, you owe me lunch. It's all because of me. But this is a 2 trait. Oh my goodness, this dude, I don't expect this to last long, if I'm being honest. I wish do I have the money in my wallet? I don't think I do. God dang it. Close. No. I did sell a couple Wicked Hounds just to have some money for the freaking, just in case I get in the Mechaverse. I'm not even lying. If I had the Ethereum in my wallet, I would probably buy this. 2 trait rare. What's the brain? Even though the brain's kind of ugly. Worm hair. Wait. Before I get too carried away, maybe this isn't a 2 trait rare. Don't buy it. Don't buy it just because I said, but I'm pretty sure it is. Worm hair, maybe it's not. I could have sworn it was. What? All right. What? Let's see. Accessories. Oh, it's the hat. It's the brain. Yeah, I'm like 99% sure. Two trait, very rare. Hat. Hat. All the backgrounds. Probate. Where's the effing hat? You can see how impatient I can get. There we go. Hat. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, it's not. Ooh, don't buy it. Don't buy it. Calm down. I thought that was a two trait rare. All right. All right. Oh, because it resets. All right. So you got to come down the worm hair. So whenever you click off some, it resets. So I thought we were still down on the list. So there's no worm hair. There's no. Ooh, yeah. See what I'm talking about? Two trait rare, 51,000. Astronaut. No, but there are some ones that I found like golden crows are going to be expensive as shit. Clothes. Devil's lettuce. I like the devil's lettuce. I'm not going to lie. The cheapest devil's lettuce is 6,500. All right, what's Arab talking about? Sorry for going off, bro. This is what this channel's about. Go off course all you want. We talk about whatever you want. This is an open forum channel. My title means nothing. It means nothing other than the fact that we may get to the title. We can talk about anything in crypto, anything in DeFi, anything in NFTs you want. Bring it up, but. Don't bring up garbage ass Shiba Inu. Sorry for going off course here, but anyone know why the hell? Yeah, Shiba's mooning. Shiba does that, man. Who knows? I'm not a Shiba guy. I'm not a Shiba guy. I'm not a Stapling guy. If you're making money off that, Godspeed. That is more risk than I'm willing to mess around with. That's like you're gambling, right? You are. I mean, I'm gambling in NFTs, so who am I? But I think there's a little bit more. Less risk when it comes to NFTs. All right, so like I was saying, this witch finger has a pretty good floor. I'm probably just going to hold these for a while. I might sell one for some liquidity. You do need 2 crows to have babies. So I almost wish I would. I didn't have enough for the 4th. I just didn't have the money in my wallet at the time. I would have bought 5 if I could have. And then I could have sold 1, right? But I'm definitely going to see how this plays out. This could be a life-changing NFT right here. I'm not saying it is, but this could be a very rare trait on the first PFP on Immutable X. And I do think Immutable X is going to blow up. Like I said, I was in this auction. It was very smooth. They did have some problems and they're working through it. It was mostly Immutable X's back in. That all being said, it was very smooth for this thing sold out in like a minute. The gas wars were hilarious. Like people were going crazy. I've never seen this much demand for an NFT drop, and the gas for me peaked out. I hit ultra fast or whatever, and it only cost me $13, right? If this were on the Immutable X sidechain, these gases would have hit $2,000, $3,000. Guaranteed. It would have been insane. Well, I don't know that the demand would have been the same if this was just have been a regular Ethereum drop. But again, this fills a niche. It's the first PFP on Immutable X, and Immutable X partnered with freaking TikTok. TikTok's partnering with Nas X, and I don't know, freaking whoever else they get. There'll be more big partnerships announced. There will be an influx of people wanting to do this because most people can't afford these gas wars on Ethereum, and a lot of people are getting their face melted off. I've got my face melted off on Ethereum. Let's look at my portfolio. You're gonna get, if you're in this game, you're gonna get rug pulled. You're gonna FOMO into shitty NFTs. You're gonna get your face melted. You're going to have some bad days, but then you're going to have some good days. And it's kind of like grinding out poker, right? You're going to not go in on a lot of hands, and then you're going to go on when the edge is in your favor, and then you win. You're going to lose some, but if you know how to play, you're going to win more than you lose. NFTs is no different, but it takes a lot of work. You got to dig into the Discords. You got to dig into the Twitters. You got to look at the roadmaps. You got to piece a lot. There's a lot of moving pieces to piece together. And then, you know, the roadmap's a big deal. And then really what it comes down to, though, is when the rubber meets the road and you get like, that's why I've mentioned this in the past. There's a show I've watched. It's like From Rust to Riches. I can't remember. Car Masters or something on Netflix where they take these old beat ass up cars and they'll fix them up and they'll trade them up for a bigger car and they'll trade them up and they keep fixing until they get to like their final vision. Well, in the last season, it was all to build up to this like one of a kind car and a motorcycle to go with it. But they didn't want to just sell it like that. They wanted to put it up to an auction because the auctions create these feeding frenzies where people lose their mind and they make bad money decisions, right? Well, the NFTs are no different. The rubber meets the road when these drops come. The Discords are going crazy. You're getting mad FOMO. It's tough to keep a clear head. Next thing you know, you make really bad decisions, and I'm going to show you a couple that I've done. Overall, I'm pretty sure I'm up, but it's been some ups and downs for sure. And this, plenty of YouTube channels out there that tell you you can get rich making money off NFTs. I'm telling you right now, it's one of the toughest games out there, and it takes a decent chunk of change. It takes a lot of grinding, and if you're like I've mentioned in the past, if you're really good at flipping, like if you're one of those dudes that go to like the Nike outlets and flip shoes on Amazon and eBay and all this stuff, you were really good at like auction houses on World of Warcraft. There's definitely ways to make money. Like you could just sit here and go to activity, watch the activity, see what's selling, right? Kind of go around, see what's selling. You'll learn more and more of these projects over time. If this is something that you had all day to do and you enjoyed it, this is a perfect way for you to potentially make money. You can still get your face ripped off, but you see these things going through. You're like, oh, what's these monkeys? This just sold for freaking 0.006. You could go over here and right. There's a lot of different things you can look at, and then you can go to this and you can see what the floor is. Right, you can see what the floor price is. And the floor price is 0.002, and then one just sold for like 0.0006. So maybe there's potential to make money here if you swept the floor. You could sweep the floor and you would quickly be like, you can push this up to 0.3. It looks like kind of quick. I'm not saying this would work, right? Yeah, so there's quite a bit. So you could sweep the floor and then start listing these for 0.003 and make a little bit of money. I don't know if the math works out between gas fees and how much OpenSea, but there's people that do this and make money, right? That was just a small example. I have no idea if that would work. Anyway, what I was getting to, here's my profile. These universes in a cube, I spent like maybe 0.3 Ethereum, 0.4 Ethereum on all these total. These are looking like they have the potential to be a bust, right? But I think they're really cool. So that's the big reason I got into them. I think they have potential, but these could be a bust. Right now I'm underwater. Right now, not much, but I'm underwater. And this isn't even a bad, or I should say a good example of what I'm trying to show you. Luckily, like these Keplers, man, I bought 5 of these. Probably paid, what did I pay? I don't know, 0.2 Ethereum total plus gas. Those are a total loss right now. I'm hiding 3 of them. I'm probably not going to get my money back on those. These Apes of Space, these have been a bust, but I bought 3 of them, and I think the one I sold mostly made my money back. This one I like, he's really cool, so whatever. If I were to end up selling this one, I would definitely make my money back. Right now, I'm trying to sell this bro. He's going to be at a small loss. I'm trying to sell this bro. Excuse me. This bro's going to be at a small loss. I bought him at 0.6. I'm selling him at 0.5 if I can even get the liquidity right now. But I did get a free dyno, and I sold the dyno for, I think, 0.3. So even if I could sell this guy right now, overall on the project, I would be up. When I bought this guy, it was early for me. I'm like, this dude's tight. I love the earring. Oh, and then the hodl, right? The hodl is a 1%. So this 1% is kind of a rule of thumb a lot of people use. You either buy the floor or you try and find a 1% trait that can go up in value. This project is kind of struggling. This one was pumped by Journey Crypto quite a bit. It had the potential to have a lot of legs. It's just not taking off. The big money, for whatever reason, hasn't ordained this one to be, you know, the next thing. They've moved on to Crypto Toads, Anonymice, and Cool Cats. So right now, like I said, I'm mostly just trying to get my money back in this, and we still haven't even gotten to the ugly. I talk about these Wicked Apes a lot. I think this is a great project. The Wicked Apes, right now I could sell these. I'm not gonna. These are long. I truly believe in this project. It's a great community. I think there's many great things to come. I mean, I might sell like one of them eventually, maybe even two. I'm never selling my pimp coat. I'm always at least gonna have a couple dogs because dog racing is coming. They have the Wicked token, passive income, similar to not Bored Ape, Cyberkongs, where you earn bananas. You can use the tokens. They've already got land in the sandbox that they're developing. They're going to have dog racing. I think it's going to be all really cool stuff. They got a lot of great things coming. And like I said, community and roadmap are a huge thing for this to have, any of these eventually to have, because people get tired of their PFPs, right? Like, oh, this is dope shit, man. I got the greatest. Eventually you get tired of it, and you're going to, you bought the PFP originally because it was shiny and cool, but it's not, eventually it's going to stop being shiny and cool, and you're going to want to move on to the next thing. It's what kind of utility it's going to have after that. And most of this stuff is going to, like, it's going to be worthless in a while. I mean, sooner rather than later. So I'm playing the game, right? I do try and do some flipping and make, just, you know, because it's fun. I'm not trying to get rich off NFTs, but I wouldn't complain if I did, right? If these Wicked Apes did become the next Bored Ape, I'm not going to complain if the floor was 100 Ethereum, right? This one has legs. It has potential. Just like Zed Run, I think the dog racing could be huge. It could be a lot of fun. People could really enjoy it. And like I said, like, I don't even want to look. Their community just keep, like, this is almost purely organic, just from the community being amazing, talking on Twitter, being very active on Twitter, this Discord is always moving. Someone's flexing a hip-hop jacket in front of me. I want me a hip-hop jacket. I'm not going to lie. But this community is always talking. The Discord's up to almost 41,000. This Discord is growing like 500 to 1,000 daily. Do the math. It was not 2 weeks ago. This thing was at like 20,000. 40,000 people in the Discord, and this is, again, I'm not telling you to go buy Wicked Ape and 2 hounds, though I don't think it would be the worst investment in the world. Do the math. 40,000 Discord members and growing, 10,000 Wicked Apes. I own 3 of them. There's other people like this bro Metal. He's a Twitch streamer. He owns like 20 or 30 of them. I don't even know if I could find it. Is it list as OpenSea? That would be pretty amazing. Twitter. Let's go to his Twitter. I want to see his, I forget how many he has now. But I mean, do the math. There's way more demand right now than let's check the floor. I'm not even sure. I wish this guy had his OpenSea portfolio. Let's see if we just search for it. He's probably pretty transparent. It's just Metal. Maybe. All right, let's see. Metal. No, Metal. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is him right here. He's pretty active in the NFT community. This is another way to find out what you think could be hot, and you know find the big well accounts. I need to get my Nansen back up, but man, that shit's expensive. Pretty heavy into these PDBC pirates. I've never, man, those look I never even heard of these. These look like they've got a pretty high floor already. Pirate Treasure Booty Club. He's looking to cash in on these. This dude must be making a ton of money on Twitch, or already was born into it. All right, so the floor of those are actually pretty low. I don't know if he paid that for those and he's taking a bath, or if these are rares. They're probably rares and he's trying to sell them. I have no idea. I don't even know if it's the same metal. We'll find out in a second when all the Wicked Apes show up. He's big into Kongs, it looks like me. And this dude is an NFT. There we go. There we go. Yep, this is the metal. This guy is not joking around. How many hounds does he have? My God, that's a dope one with the Christmas hat. This fool is getting ready to do some. Yeah, he's a believer. He is a believer. Oh my goodness, dude. This is out of control. This dude is big money. This is almost a little bit like unnerving. He has way too many. He owns like 1% of the Wicked Hounds. Like this dude's a believer for sure. Now all right. Does he own them all? Does he own all but the 6 I own? Is this guy just constantly sweeping the floor? Okay, you could stop. Like, we're into the hundreds now. I think this guy was just sweeping the shit out of the floor when they were at like 0.06. And he's waiting to make some big money. All right, finally. I don't know, was that a couple hundred hounds? Let's get to the Wicked Apes. Man, dude, this guy is no joke. I don't even think this guy shows up on Nansen as a well alert, but he should be. Maybe I'll get my subscription to Nansen going again. The problem is, you saw my wallet. I don't have much Ethereum, so unless I want to put some money to work, I don't know if it's valuable. I need a Nansen for freaking Cardano. Cardano. Can we just get to the Wicked Apes? This is a very reminiscent, I say this all the time, of surfing porn in the 90s. Waiting for your JPEGs to slowly show up. This is crazy. Can I just search? No, I need to search within the profile. Is that it? No, I think it's still cash. All right, I'm not gonna go on forever trying to find out how many. I know this guy had like 20 plus Wicked Apes at one point. He's got to still have some. Almost guaranteed, because I know he wants to be involved in what's coming. He's highly active in the Discord too. All right, I'm gonna wrap this up. Oh shit, 10 viewers. Let's hit those like buttons. How's everyone doing? Is there anything else you want me to talk about before we sign off? The flash crash still happening? Everyone trying to get that? Are they done getting that lunch money? Any other hot NFT projects you want to talk about? Anything coming up on Cardano? Let's take a look. Actually, there is one coming up on Cardano. Again, I think Cardano is very heavily flip heavy right now. So I would urge caution. It's over. You talking about the markets? Look at that. It ain't over. It ain't over till it's over. I love that song. Too bad I got scared. Yeah, you panic sold. You invested more than you can afford to lose. You lost more than you can afford to invest. Nah, we're fine. We're fine. It did happen after. See, I should have taken my anchor money and bought on that dip. Where did Polkadot? I could still do it. I'm gonna wait. I am going to wait if off to donate some. Mow a couple lawns and maybe pick up an Uber Eats delivery too while you're at it, and then scoop up some freaking. How's Cody doing? That I just added to my bag on that. I'm gonna be looking to add more. Maybe we're oh, we got a little wedgie. We got a little wedgie triangle thing going on. No, that's more like, what does this mean? It's gonna dump? No. Yeah, does this mean it's gonna, oh, that's the wrong thing. My technical analysis tells me this is gonna dump if we lose this, right? We're gonna go, tell you what, I just recently started investing in this. I am very bullish. I'm very bullish Cody, because I'm very, very bullish, extremely bullish algorithmic stable coins. I think UST using Luna is one of the most amazing things to come out of DeFi. That's coming to Cardano with the DGED on Cody. This, not financial advice, but I think if this one were to dump down to 25 cents, I'd probably sell a kidney and go all in. Not even joking, but kind of joking. Either way, technical analysis. These kind of technical analysis, come on chains this early to the game, dude, I just don't buy it. Let's change this off. Let's go back to the daily. We're gonna wrap this up. Unless someone takes me off the rails, just type it in chat. Take me off the rails. I love going off the rails. All right, Bitcoin, the flash crash is over. Lunch money secured. Congratulations, Bybit and all you other garbage ass the leverage companies taking the poor little man's money so that you can go have your little sushi lunch for the team. This is very important, guys. I told you before it happened, this kind of stuff will happen even if this bull run takes off. You're going to see these moves. Was there really a reason for that move? Probably not. Maybe there was something. But that was just a taste. That was a little taste. And if you're ready for it, they're just letting you know it's coming. It's gonna come. This thing could skyrocket in October, right? It could get crazy bullish and go up, but they're gonna hammer you down. They are going to hammer you down eventually. So especially if you're a leverage trader, be very, very careful. Is this what I want? Yeah. All right. They're gonna let you get bullish and greedy, right? They're gonna let you, and then you're gonna be like, oh shit, we're making tons of money. I'm already 10x. I'm gonna add more. I'm gonna take my mortgage money and I'm gonna take my car payment. Squeeze a little bit more. You're gonna get greedy. You're gonna get greedy, and then they're gonna hammer you down. You're gonna panic sell. You're gonna lose, and then it's gonna go right back up. You know how you avoid that? You already know that answer. Don't invest more than you can afford to lose. And don't worry about it, right? I've got your crystal ball. It's going up. Long term, it's going up. This is your crystal ball. I don't know how it's going to get there. This is your crystal ball, but it might be like this, right? And just keep buying, keep earning passive income, stake, get paid to borrow on Anchor, DeFi. There are plenty of ways to make that money. Buying and selling NFTs, that's a little bit more advanced, takes a little bit more experience. I'm still learning that game. There's plenty of ways to do it. That's what we discuss on this channel. That's what I try and teach you, right? I really enjoy hanging out with you. I have waxed on for a really long time. I can get away with it today because I don't have to go to work. I'm bouncing. I love you all, and peace.